Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back. Today's tutorial is on this summer sleigh makeup look. It's very colorful. This is not for like the daytime, last all day sort of a look. Even though I'm pretty sure this could last all day, that was just not my intention. I wanted to do something very dramatic and just fun that represents the summertime. So a huge thank you to NYX Professional Makeup for sponsoring and collaborating with me on today's video. I am using their new Modern Dreamer palette. This is what I used to create this look. There are so many colors in here, so let me know what other looks you'd like me to create with this palette, since there are a lot of options and I had a lot of fun using this today. But yeah, this is the look I came up with. I feel like it is just the perfect, colorful, super dramatic look for this time of year. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Please subscribe and let's get started. I'm gonna be using their new Modern Dreamer palette. Look how beautiful this is. It has a gorgeous range of bright colors, everything that you need. When I sat down to film, it was really tricky to figure out what shades exactly I wanted to use because there's so many in here. You have your brights, your cools, your neutrals, your warms, blush tones. There's literally everything in here. You've got shimmers, mattes, all that jazz. So let me know what color family you'd like me to use next. So here's a close-up look of the palette so you can see it up close and personal. There are 40 shades in total, so it's perfect if you're just starting out or if you're a pro. NYX is always at an affordable price point and they're cruelty-free. So I am gonna start with my brows first and foremost, just because I cannot do my eyeshadow without doing my brows first. So if you follow me on Instagram, you probably already heard me talk about this. This is the NYX Fill and Fluff brow pencil. I've been using the same brow pencil for years. I've strayed away and then come right back to the same one I've been using, but all month long I've been using this brow pencil. It is a brow pomade pencil. It does have an angle here on the front, and then the paddle brush isn't a spoolie, which I never thought that I would like because I'm so used to using spoolies and just the way that they work, but this, it's awesome. So I'm quickly just gonna run through my brow, and this has a little bit of product left over in the paddle brush, so there's gonna be a little bit of color distributed there, and I do need to tweeze my brows. I might do that after I do my brows. So I am in the shade Ash Brown, by the way. What I like to do is just start on the bottom, sort of like in the middle, and then lightly I do the front. And now I've got the bottom guideline there, and now I'm gonna carry that to the top. And carry that to the tail. Now I'm gonna take this and turn it vertically and do vertical spikes here in the front. And then I'm just gonna fill it in with the direction that my hairs are going. So I'm not just like coloring it in like a coloring book, I'm just doing little hair strokes in the direction of the hairs. So now I'm just gonna take the paddle brush and it sort of just buffs it together so it looks like a more finished look. Gives you a bushier look, but in a good way. It's not like overpowering. I just think it looks so natural. And right now it looks to me like from far away, if I didn't have my other brow not done, I feel like it looks like my brow grew that way. You know what I mean? Okay, so now that my brows are done, I'm gonna prep for the eyeshadow. I'm gonna be using the Painterly Paint Pot from MAC. This is my favorite eyeshadow base primer type of product. And just apply it onto my lid. I'm just gonna grab my Makeup Forever H104 powder, which is this lighter powder right here. This just is going to ensure that when I go in with these bright pigmented shadows, they don't adhere to just like the sticky area. It's gonna blend out very, very nicely. I have a whole video on how to apply eyeshadow, all my tips and tricks. I actually have a couple. I'll link them up in the info bar so you can check them out and hear me talk your ear off about applying eyeshadow. I also like to take this powder and just lightly run it through my brows, making them a little bit more sparse, which in turn I feel like makes them look even more natural. So now for the fun part, we can move into the Modern Dreamer palette. I'm really drawn to like this whole section, like the pinks, the oranges, a little bit of the yellow. I'm gonna start with the bright yellow shade here, and this is going to basically just like map out the look. You're eventually not even really gonna see much of this yellow. So I'm just gonna bring this here, keeping it lower in the crease, and lightly feathering it up, not into the brow, but in the brow bone area. Doing little circles and windshield wiper motions. Now that the base is on in the crease, I'm going to sort of just start adding a little bit more dimension. So I'm gonna switch to a little bit of a smaller brush, and I'm gonna go into the lighter orange shade, which is right next to the yellow. Bringing this closer into the crease, it's going to help the other shadows that we use in the eye look fade into this brighter yellow with ease. It's just going to naturally do a gradual gradation and not like be pink, orange, yellow. They'll all just like mend together into like just a nice melty look. So now I'm gonna grab my concealer. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer. And I'm gonna put a little bit of this on the back of my hand. I'm gonna pick it up with a flat brush and I'm just gonna put this onto the lid so that these brighter colors really stick to it and can be as bright as they're meant to be. I'm not being too precise in the crease like I normally would be with a cut crease sort of look when we do this concealer step, just because it's gonna be blended eventually. I just wanna get this sticky base on there and the opaqueness so that those colors can really, really pop. Okay, so the first shade I'm gonna grab is this bright hot pink shade, and I'm gonna put this on the flat side of my brush, and I'm just gonna push this in on the inner part of the lid. And now I'm gonna flip my brush over to the other side, and I'm gonna grab the basically it's like a bright fluorescent red orange, and I'm gonna put this right next to that hot pink shade. Just pushing it in on the lid. I like to use fluffy brushes with matte shades, even if they're going flat onto the lid, just because I feel like they pick up the product better and it just lays it right where you need it to be. I think that going in with a very dense flat brush I feel like you'd get a lot of fallout when you're using a matte shade on the lid like this. And now you can kind of go back and forth between those two shades to make sure that they melt together. And now I'm gonna mix these two purple shades together, and I'm gonna start adding the darker purple to the outer corner. I have a pencil brush here, and I'm just going to set this here in the outer corner. I'm kind of flicking it into that bright orange. Now I'm going into that bright orange, and I'm just touching this into the crease to help blend these shades out. Before I head too far into the darker purples, I'm gonna keep it right in the center where that bright orange is on the lid, and then bring it forwards to blend the pink into the yellow. And then once you've got that blended, you can bring it over here, because if you pick up any purple on this in the crease and then you bring it over, you're gonna bring that purple in further than you might be wanting to. Okay, so now that both eyes are done, well, they're not finished. I still have to highlight the brow bone in the inner corner, but I'll probably do that when I do the rest of my face makeup. I am gonna do liner, which I just feel like I haven't done liner in so long. This whole year, I've been just a very much no liner and just some false lashes kind of girl, but today I just kind of feel like doing the thing. I feel like going all out. So I'm gonna use my favorite gel liner. This is the Inglot gel liner, and I'm gonna be using the Makeup Forever 250 eyeliner brush. For lashes, I'm gonna be applying the Velour Here to Slay lashes. This is like the only lashes that I wear. I'm just gonna pop these on here, do the middle, the outer, and then I tackle the inner. And the trick is to let your glue get tacky first. That way it's not slipping and sliding around when you put it on. Oh, I totally forgot to put mascara on. I've got pink lashes. I totally forgot. I'm gonna let those dry and then I will revisit that at the end. But oh my gosh, I haven't done that in years. I feel like I look so funny right now with just the upper part and these dramatic lashes and then nothing else on the face or on the bottom. But that's okay. I'm gonna go in and prime. I'm gonna use this for the first time. It's the NYX Bear With Me Hydrating Jelly Face Primer. Woo, weird. I'm gonna put this on for my face primer. I also really love the way that this stuff smells. So now for foundation, I'm gonna be using the Dior Forever foundation. I have the new one and I wanted to compare it to the old one because I know they discontinued this packaging and they came out with more versions of the Forever foundation. So if you love this foundation, the one that's been raved about for so long, and you want that and you can't find it, this is literally the same thing. It smells the same, goes on the same, the color is the same, but the numbers are different. So I'm normally shade 15 in the old one, and then I went with 1.5N for the new one. 1.5 and 15, they're basically the same thing. I don't know if all of them are gonna work that way, but it worked that way for me. So it really is the same shade. It's just instead of 15, it's 1.5. This is the new packaging. This is the one I'm going to be using today. I've worn it a few times. It literally was the same thing. And I'm going to buff this in the skin. I'm going to go for a very full coverage today. Oh yeah, that smell. Definitely the same foundation. I know this one, by the way, is the matte Forever, because now they have different Forever foundations, you know, like different types, where before it was just that one. So the one that I have is the matte one. I've been breaking out a lot lately. I haven't been like totally perfect with my diet lately. I never really am in the summer. I stray away and I have things that I probably shouldn't be eating, but you know, living my life, moderation, but I have been breaking out like crazy. Now that I've been so strict with my diet for so long, when I do have something bad, I notice right away. So I've been like really breaking out down here. I'm gonna go into my concealer. This is the Ultra HD Concealer from Makeup Forever. This is the same one that I used on my eyes to like prep for the bright colors. I'm like almost out of this. I need to start using my other concealers. And it looks like I'm applying a ton of product. I never apply that much, but it's drying out, so it's a very thin layer. It's not like I'm caking on the concealer. I'm gonna be using my Sigma F03 brush to blend this in. Now I'm gonna set the face a little bit. I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier translucent powder just to set like on the sides of my nose, and then that Makeup Forever H104 powder to set the under eye area. To bronze, I'm going to be using the Bronze Goddess bronzer from Estee Lauder. I haven't used this in a while, it feels like, but this is what this looks like. It's just a nice red tone bronzer. I am in the shade medium, and I'm using a Smith 154. I'm just going to start patting this up here on the forehead and slowly bringing it down into the cheek. Man, this eye look really starts coming together once you get to the face makeup on. Like you just look a little crazy at first, but then it all just starts coming together. For highlighter, I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter that comes in this duo right here. I'm going to use the highlighter side, and then I'm also going to use it up into the eye look. So I'm going to use my Sigma F35, and I'm going to hit this right here in that spot. Bing! And now I'm going to grab my Sigma lip brush, the L04, and I'm gonna bring this first here into the inner corner of my eyes. I'm also gonna bring this on the Cupid's bow, tip of my nose, bridge of my nose. Don't worry, I'll blend that out. And then up here on the brow bone. My finger, I'm gonna blend out the inner corner. With a clean brush, I'm gonna blend out this one. And then with the fluffy brush, I'm gonna go in, do the nose and Cupid's bow. And now I'm gonna add just a little bit of blush. I hope this is gonna go. It looks like it's gonna be pretty neutral. Normally I would go with the oranges and do like a pop of peach, but I don't have like a ton of makeup here at my house still. I still have to bring over my collection. But this is the Cover FX Soft Peach little duo here. I'm gonna use a MAC brush. I totally don't know. I think it's 168. I'm gonna use this to apply the blush to my cheekbones. Not my cheekbones, my cheeks. Okay, I'm really happy with how this is turning out. I'm gonna zoom back in so we can finish off the lower lash line and complete the look. It's funny how it looked so strange before I did my face makeup, and now that that's on, it's like already starting to look more complete. So I'm gonna start with that like bright yellow shade that we used earlier, and the fluffy brush. I'm gonna look up into my mirror and carry this low and also connect it to like the wing area and bring it in. So this is gonna really peep out from the rest of the colors we put on and help them to like fade nicely. What am I gonna use? This is a Makeup Forever 216 brush. It's like a dome shaped brush. And I'm gonna take the, I think the orangey shades. I'm gonna take the orange, but I might also take the pink. I'm gonna play around with it. I'm gonna start with that orange and smudge this into the lashes more precisely. Okay, so I actually didn't take the pink. I'm thinking I might want to keep the pink up top. I'm gonna grab the purpley shades, mix them together, and put that right at the lashes. I'm connecting it to that wing there. And I'm adding the pink. I'm like, oh no, that might just be up on the top. No, we're adding the pink. Lastly, I'm just gonna go back in with that fluffy brush to blend everything. So now I'm gonna apply some mascara onto the bottom and also the top. I normally do that before applying lashes, but I totally forgot. I'm gonna use the NYX On The Rise Volume Mascara. Oh, this totally goes with the theme. I'm gonna keep it at the base so that I don't go too much through the lashes because I don't wanna mascarify them. Okay, and now to finish off this look, I'm gonna do the lips. This is the Rosewood Lip Pencil from Laura Mercier. I've been using this a ton lately. It's just a really good rose-based nude and looks good on my skin tone. So I'm going to line and overline my lips and then fill them in with this lip pencil. And then for lipstick, I'm gonna go into the Pink Lemonade lipstick from Tarte. It's a light pale nude, but it has like a peachy undertone. So I'm just gonna apply that on top and then blend it in. Okay, and that, my friends, is the finished look. I had a lot of fun doing this because I have not done a look like this in a while. It's been a really long time, especially these tones. It's just so perfect for this time of year and it makes me feel really fun and summery and I dig it. So that's everything for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed following along. If you end up recreating this, please tag me on Instagram. I would love to see your look. A huge thank you to NYX for sponsoring and collaborating with me on today's video. Let me know below what other looks you'd like to see using the Modern Dreamer palette because there are a lot of options here. So let me know that down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and I'll see you later. Bye.